highway.
Is this guy supposed to be the ultimate badass?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about the Cowboys. In particular, we're going to talk about Ezekiel Elliott. As you know, the Cowboys have brought him back on a one-year deal, $3 million deal, $2 million guaranteed. So he will be here. The question at point is, can Zeke be 1,000-yard back again? Here we go. Serious? Cap mode time, baby. You know how we do it. So it is what it is. It is Cowboys Nation. 365 days out of the year, man. This team is fun to cover. You know what I mean? It's never a dull moment here. Cowboys, they didn't go running back at all. I did say that in our draft coverage that looking at what they did, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't draft a running back. That's what happened. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Now you bring in Tyler Guyton, who will have a little bit of that learning curve there, moving from the right to left. So you had to connect the dots. You know, you bring in the best pass blocking running back, someone that obviously Dak Prescott is well familiar with. You could call him his best friend, probably one of them anyway. But you know, do you pencil him in as your running back one? I don't think so. I think this is going to be more of a running back by committee. You know, but the way the Cowboys operate, money dictates your snap counts here. You know, it always has, and it probably always will here as long as the Joneses own the team. All right. So that being said, you know, Ezekiel probably will be the running back one. You know, they'll sprinkle in some speed here. Hopefully, they can figure out who that speed back is going to be. You know, and not to say that the Cowboys may not end up making a trade later down. Najee Harris is a rumored running back that could be on the trade block. I will not trade anything higher than a fourth for him. You know what I mean? It has shades of Trent Richardson to the Colts, that type of trade. And then we know what happened to Trent. The wheels fell completely off. Najee Harris, he's a back. I'm still looking for a back in 2025. Okay. That being said, is it possible that Ezekiel Elliott can be 1,000-yard back again? All right. First of all, we need to look at our schedule this year. Okay. We do have. Okay. Take a look at this. We have a first place schedule, so it's gonna be tough. The Houston Texans, the AFC #1 seed, which was the Ravens, and we're playing that. We're playing the Bengals and Texans. We're also gonna be playing, New Orleans Saints. Seems like we're always playing them. We're playing the Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. So you got a lot of playoff caliber games right out the gate. And the whole thing here with the Cowboys was, we beat sucky teams, but we lose to good ones. So it's going to be interesting to see if the Cowboys can change that narrative. You know, if they can indeed beat good teams. Because there's going to be a lot of them here, man. Playoff caliber games. A lot of them, okay? And, of course, you got your NFC East games. San Francisco 49ers are going to be on the schedule. They're going to be on the road with Atlanta, Carolina, Pittsburgh, and Cleveland. Tough games. Tough first-place schedule, man. So we'll see if the Cowboys can get to 13 wins again, 12 to 13 wins. Going into the season, I said, 9 maybe 10. So I still kind of feel that way because I just feel that's what the Cowboys are going to do this year. You know what I mean? So everybody's in a lame duck situation. Hopefully they can all redeem themselves and all get contract extensions because we go further in the playoffs. All right. I am expecting the Cowboys to make the playoffs, probably maybe a wild card. We'll see who comes out of the rubble here from the NFC East. So you got to look at that, right? Is Zeke going to have struggles against some of these defenses? I think for sure, yes. 49ers, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Baltimore, Texans, tough defenses. And then you got your division games too. So It's gonna be an uphill climb for Ezekiel Elliott if he wants to be 1,000-yard back. Now, is it possible? Yes, it is possible. You know what I mean? I did a video a couple years back on the mileage on Zeke. It's not as high as you would think. It's more of wear and tear on his body, and then that's his PCL. You know, that supposedly has healed over time. He never did get the surgery, opted to heal on its own, and last year supposedly he felt his best. So let's look at some notable year 9. Zeke's gonna be in year 9. Okay, this is year 9. So let's look at some other notable year 9 running backs and what did they do in year 9, similar age. Zeke is going to be 29 this season. So you look at a player like Adrian Peterson at 30 years old in year 9. He ran for 1485, 11 TDs, 4.5. That's pretty good. After that season, Peterson fell completely off the map. He did have another 1,000-yard season a few years later with Washington, but after that, it was pretty much done for him. Frank Gore, the most consistent one here, he actually moved into like 3rd place all-time rushing, which is crazy. But in year 9, at 30 years old, he rushed for 1,128 yards, 9 touchdowns, 4.1 per carry. Okay, that's the important part here. Zeke's per carries have gone down year by year. So for him to get to that 1,000-yard mark, he's going to have to pick that up. So hopefully, you know, the O-line got improved enough where they can make up for some of that. LT, LaDainian Tomlinson at 30 years old, year 9, he had 730 yards, 12 TDs, and his production dropped to 3.3. LT, after 30, his production really fell off as well. Emmitt Smith at 29 years old in year 9, 1,332 yards, 13 touchdowns, 4.2. This guy was just an enigma, a special running back, obviously Hall of Famer, the all-time leading rusher, right? In year 9, he was still putting out good numbers. Smith was putting out 1,000-yard seasons and close to 1,000-yard seasons through his whole career. I mean, the guy was a durable beast. He was a bull, right? O.J. Simpson at 30 years old, year 9, he had 557, 0 touchdowns, but a 4.4 yard per carry. Okay, so you know if you look at these backs here, they're similar type. You've got some guys that have a little bit more speed than Zeke. You have guys that are, you know, more of that physical type of back, like a AP, Gore, Simpson, Lewis, and Jackson, right? Where LT is more of that shifty type of runner. Emmett as well. So you know, you have different kinds of flavors here, but at year 9, you know, a lot of these guys were still productive. Look at Jamal Lewis at 29, 1,000 yards. He was able to get 1,000 yards there, 4 TDs, 3.6 though on the yards per carry. And then Steven Jackson, the LA Ram, he was almost a Cowboy. If you guys remember that year that Steven Jackson, he was very high on Cowboys mock drafts that year when Steven Jackson came out. So Steven Jackson, 29, he had 1,045. 4 TDs, 4.1. So is it possible? Yes. If you look at this, these are all year 9 running backs. Some of the best that have ever played the game in year 9, similar age. All right. So can he hit the 1,000 yards? You know, so it's a little bit longer season, so he'll have his opportunities, and the line should be bolstered up on that left side. You got Guyton. You're going to get Cooper Beebe running over, mauling all over people. And, of course, Tyler Smith doing the same deal here. So that left side might be where it goes, but you can never go wrong running on the right side behind the gob. Zach the GOAT Martin. Okay, let's get that shit right. All right. Zach Martin's still the beast of beasts. Don't let people tell you otherwise. If they do, slap them behind the head, in the front of the face, elbow them in the nose, whatever you want to do. All right. You do not talk bad about Zach Martin, the GOAT of GOATs. All right, so it's possible, man. That's possible that he could have a resurgence. Like I said, if he can have a Frank Gore type of resurgence where, you know, you keep up your body in good shape, stay durable, you can put in 1,000-yard season, you know. So I think it's possible. I think it is possible, but we're going to see. Guys, let me know what you think. Do you think Zeke can have a 1,000-yard season again? Based on what we looked at here, our first place schedule plus history. What does history tell you? that yes, it is possible, and it is also possible that he could have a sub 1,000-yard season. LT sub 500. I mean sub 1,000. OJ sub 1,000. So I mean, you've had some really good backs here, Hall of Famer backs that still got it done, and some that didn't. So it'll be interesting to see where Zeke lands on year 9. You know what I mean, guys? Let me know. Give me your predictions. How many yards will Ezekiel Elliott have this season for the Cowboys? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you for the next one. Peace.
Acuéstate al piso, mi amor.